Hi everyone, this is David Gonthier and I'm honored to be part of Tom's tribute. Tom and I were colleagues in the film program at Keene State College since 1998, which is pretty much half my life. A few years back, we actually had the opportunity to work with one another on a developing script writing program, and that was most likely the closest that we got in terms of working together. Our schedules just didn't allow us to really see each other that often. So throughout the course of 25 years or thereabouts, we saw each other when we could. And I remember at one point I was walking through the hall at the Media Arts Center, and Tom referred to us as two ships passing in the night. And that was always pretty kind of special and funny and poignant. Especially now that he's passed on, and I'm kind of looking back and thinking of memories of Tom. It's interesting where we when we know people throughout the course of our lives too, it's not necessarily always about how long you've known them, but I guess the quality of time. And I never really experienced that or knew that, I guess, until I kind of reflected upon my times with Tom. And we would see each other at faculty parties, and every once in a while I'd peek in his office if I saw that he was there, and we'd have just a nice exchange, and we'd talk about screenwriting or whatever. And I do remember one time he invited me to on Zoom to his class when he was able to have William Shatner talk to his class. And my wife is a huge Star Trek fan as well too, and she was able to join in. So it's just some just sort of like little vignettes of just like wonderful moments, always pleasant, in all of that time. So with that said, I would like to share a song with all of you that I did write, and it poignantly is called Two Ships, and I wrote it for Tom, and also for Tom's family and for his friends and anybody else who's part of this tribute. Known you for half of my life, on and on between the rails. One day when you passed on by, you said we were two ships at sea. And then another year, well, I see you, and yet another year, maybe two. I'll see you soon, but who knows when? Oh, we will meet again. To boldly go where you have gone, soon I'll join the trek with you. For one day too I will move on, then I'll understand the truth. But in another year, will I see you? Two ghost ships just passing through the universe, maybe two. What will happen next? Will things renew? Ooh, do-do-do, diddly-do-do-do, do-do-do, diddly-do-do-do. Well, I'm feeling like this movie has begun to fade, but every story told can still be replayed. I've known you for half of my life, on and off between the reels. One day when you passed on by, you said we were two ships at sea. And then another year, will I see you? And yet another year, maybe two. I'll see you soon, but who knows when? Oh, we will meet again. Oh, we will meet again.
Would you mind talking about what happened when we drove into New York?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean when that guy hit us? No, nothing, strangely enough, nothing resulted of that. You're obviously referring to the fact it was, got the big old van, we rent this big old van. We're driving into New York and we're like 3 blocks from the hotel. It's hard to believe, and traffic is real busy, and I tend to get into my city driving mode, whipping in and out of stuff and forgetting that I'm in a big old van rather than just my van. And we pull around and we're edging along, and all of a sudden hear this just grinding scrape going on. Sound, you can use that if you like that sound effect. And it keeps going because I'm thinking, oh, am I hitting the side? I don't know what it is. And turns out it seems that I was just slamming up against this guy next to us, and so we hop out, and he's all up in arms about everything, and look at his car, and it's got this big old scrape going right down the side. We don't have a mark on the van, and so we hop out and we're exchanging information. He takes a little picture of me on his cell phone, and I take down all of his information and report it back, and nothing has come of it. And strangely enough, a guy came up as we were exchanging information, and this was just a bystander. And he came up and pointed to the driver of the other car, and he said, hey, he did that. He scraped the whole thing out of the hell out of his car back a couple of blocks because he hit the side. So it was an exciting experience. No damage to us, but and I guess damage to him, but nothing turned out. Never heard from him. Never heard from his insurance company. So
Got mail.
see, I broke that, so you can cut that out. So no, nothing happened about it, but it was an interesting little escapade to begin our exciting time in New York.
Just kind of jumping along here.
I assume that was what you were referring to,
Yes,
not
yes.
the fact that we went to White Castle.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's another great one.